So here we're going to find the inverse from a graph. And it's simple to find the inverse of a graph because the graph is just a bunch of points that you've already plotted. And so all we have to do is get a couple points off the graph and plot those points. But remember, we have to find the inverse of those points. So we have to flip the points around, flip the x and y's around. So if I look at here, I have this point, this point. We can approximate some of the other points, this point, and let's go and approximate that point there. So this point is the point 3 something around 1 point something. So I don't know what that is. I'm not going to really write it out. This point is the point 2, 1. This is the point 1, 0. And this is the point something negative 2. I don't really know what that is, but it's in between 0 and 1. So when I go to graph this, you'll see what I mean by that. The inverse has a nice feature. Inverse has a nice feature. And I'll show this to y'all directly, but the inverse is always symmetric across the line y equals x. It's because you're flipping x and y, so basically the x and y's are switching, so this is what this is saying. So when I graph this new line, the inverse of it, I know, for instance, that 2, 1, that was on, if f of x had the point 2, 1, then f inverse of x will have the point 1, 2. So I can go and plot that new point 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's that point there. And they're just mirror images of each other. If the point 1, 0 is on, if the point 1, 0 is on this function, then the point 0, 1 is on the new function, which is this right here. And so this gives me an idea of what's happening here around this. And then I can also see now, I have the point 3 something. So that's going to be, remember I said this point was, couldn't really tell what it was. It's like 3, 1.8, somewhere around there, 1.9 maybe. So that means if 3, 1.8 will be 1.8, which will be somewhere right here between 1 and 2, 3, which is up here. So it'll be somewhere right here. And they're just mirror images of each other. If you have the point something, negative 2, that's in between, this point's in between 0 and 1. So we'll say 0.5, negative 2. So you'll have negative 2.5, which is somewhere like this. And so you see that your graph is doing something like this. And again, it's the inverse. And notice it is basically the mirror of the function. And all I'm doing to create that is flipping the points that I see from x and y. And the only way I can do that, though, is this function has to be invertible. Remember, to be invertible, the function has to be a 1-to-1 function. So to begin with, this function was 1-to-1 because it did pass the horizontal line test. But every inverse will have a mirror image like this.